eCapitol News Director Sean Ashley joins us with more on what happened this week at the Capitol. Sean, thanks for being with us.
You're very welcome.
Well, in addition to bills targeting tax credits, there's also a measure to increase tax collections for online purchases. What's happening there?
That's correct. On Thursday, House Bill 2531 was sent to Governor Mary Fallin for her to consider signing. This is a rather interesting bill. As you may be aware, the discussion over online sales is taking place nationally, and different states are trying different ways to collect sales tax from those sales. In the state of Oklahoma, only about 4% of Oklahomans pay for those purchases that they make online via the use tax on their individual income tax return. This bill would allow online retailers to collect the tax if they want to, but it would also require them to send you or I essentially an invoice or a bill indicating the purchases that we have made throughout the year, so that when we fill out our individual income taxes, we could then pay that use tax with those taxes.
All right, I know the state is looking for any kind of income it can find at this point.
Exactly right.
And speaking of income it can find, the cigarette tax, is that still up in the air?
Yeah, it has been something that's been talked about throughout the legislative session. It seemed to die early on, but it has come back. On Thursday, House Bill 3210 was filed, which proposes a $1.50 per pack increase in the cigarette tax. Now, what is interesting about this proposal is that it will be historic. Not since State Question 640 was passed back in the 90s has the legislature considered a straight tax increase. This will be up to lawmakers to decide. They need 3/4 in the House and 3/4 in the Senate to vote for it, and if they do that, it would then go to the governor for possibly her signature.
Throw you a little question out there. Does it look like it'll make it?
It will be interesting to see. It's hard to say right now. We're hearing from both proponents and opponents of it.
All right, and just 2 weeks left in this session. Can you believe it? What can we expect?
I think throughout the remainder of this next week, what we will see are a number of more bills looking at increasing revenue, but until we get that final revenue number from bills like the cigarette tax and the other tax credit cuts, we won't know how much we have to spend, and then in the final week, they'll be spending that money.
All right, Sean Ashley with eCapitol, thank you for being with us.
You're very welcome.
Okay.